Cool. Are we all rolling?
Yeah.
Marvellous.
Mic test. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I think we're probably... Yes, miss. Hello everybody and welcome to another video with the Pro Detailer magazine. We are at KDS Celtic, as you can probably tell, and I'm joined by celebrity guest Jim White of White Details.
Hello, good afternoon.
It's been fun, hasn't it?
It's a good day so far, yeah. It's a busy week.
It has indeed. No, you have come down all the way from Lincolnshire.
Yeah.
And remind me, whereabouts in Lincolnshire are you?
Small village called Torksey, sort of off the radar, but a small hamlet on the Trent, River Trent, Lincolnshire. It's about 3 hours north of here.
Crikey. And you're about a quarter of an hour off the A1 as well, which is kind of cool.
Yep. I've always been in and around Newark-on-Trent, Lincoln.
So this is actually the third time that I've interviewed you.
It is, yes, verbal and written.
Verbal and written, indeed.
Magazine here in front.
And the very first time was Waxstock. What Waxstock was it? Was it the last one?
2018. No, 2019.
2019, I think it was 2019.
Pre-COVID, yeah, last one before COVID.
It was a hell of an experience because we met briefly the day before, and we were kind of just talking what we wanted to chat about and stuff like that. And then we got up on stage, and about an hour or so before Jim was due, people started gathering, and we had the Pro Detailer magazine stand just behind. So people started just sort of gathering and stuff. And I thought, what's going on here? And the crowd grew and grew and grew. And then you had your followers big time there.
It's crazy.
It was bonkers.
I'm used to use names and numbers and digits and characters on screen, but actually characters in real life with personalities and talking to you there and then, very humbling.
Yeah.
Really, and I got quite emotional, really. I was with the tech guys at the stage being mic'd up.
Yeah.
That's not me, it really, and I said that to you at the time.
Yeah.
But to see the support and to hear stories from people that they'd flown in, especially from Norway and Denmark, because they knew I was there on stage, which little old Jim in Lincolnshire polishing away on his Lumix GH5 camera. It's pretty mad.
Quite a shock, yeah.
It is.
And I remember, I had a whole set of questions lined up to ask, and then it more or less just became a sort of a Q&A with the audience. Yeah, and I was kind of holding people back. I was terrified somebody was going to jump and rip open their shirt and ask you to sign your nipples.
I was about to say that was a bit more, but that's not good. Yeah, ruined that one.
Yeah. So, and then the other one was in issue 13, and we did a nice big interview. It was very good of you to take time on that, and we get to learn a little bit about you as a human, a little bit about you as a detailer, and then you do 3 sort of mini guides for those into detailing themselves or running a detailing business. So it's well worth a read. Lots of wisdom compressed into all of about 10 pages, I think it was.
I think it was, yeah. 10 or 11, yeah.
10 or 11. So that's very cool. And now we're talking here. We're at KDS Celtic, as you know.
With Lake Country.
Huh?
With Lake Country.
With Lake Country, absolutely. With Lake Country, as you can tell by the colour schemes. And really, explain your journey from, well, to here. I mean, not in literal terms, because it would be the A1 down the M25 and around it. But you know.
That would be a boring conversation.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's when we were speaking on email about the mag, and one of the questions in the magazine interview was who was sort of like an early detailer that you looked up to in my early stages. And I was official in 2009, April 6, 2009. White Details was born, forums, Detailing World, the showcase and the studio, and one of the big names at the time, Mr. Kelly Harris. And it was just odd that at the time of writing that, I get inboxes from Lake Country and Mr. Kelly Harris to say, let's sort of, there's stuff we can do that we can benefit both on each other's channels. But the phrase master detailer, is there ever a master detailer? Certainly tomorrow, when there's 11, 12 students downstairs, I will be the 13th student because I just get my head down and work. The processes and the principles that I do, I'm on automatic. Kelly, research and development background, an engineer, he breaks it all down in such a clever way that I don't think about, actually. And for me to do a one-to-one training, and I get lots of training requests, which could be a possible future for me, but to understand actually what actually am I doing, what am I using,
And why are you doing it?
and why am I doing it, to educate and to portray that to somebody else. He does it very well, as you know, as you'll see tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, we've spent a bit of time together now. Kelly and I, we went to Wales mountain biking.
Where in Wales?
I know where it is. I can't pronounce it.
Okay.
Bike Park, Wales.
Right.
Bike Park, Wales.
Bike
It's
Park Wales.
southwest.
That's quite an easy one to pronounce.
Bike Park, Wales.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not even going to attempt.
Oh,
it's
go
quite
on.
simple when you know, but I don't. Yeah, I didn't realise at the time Kelly had a big interest in mountain biking.
Yeah. And you were with John Hole as well, who's another
Yeah,
mountain biker.
of course. Yeah, Mr. Clean and Shiny. And once upon a time, I used to be. The last time I was into biking, last time I was at the same venue in 2014, I had a big accident, had a big off, and I wrecked the bike. I ruined my hip. It still plays up from time to time now. As a self-employed individual who was busy, I couldn't afford to be off work because of a dodgy hip. So I sold the bike. Never really rode one again since. And went out there and as a bit of a sort of get together, catch up with Kelly and John. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I've since invested in a new bike because I enjoyed it that much. And
Who won?
well, I was going to say the guy can move. The guy can move, I have to say.
And what about Kelly?
Yeah, I'd say my technical maybe is a little bit better downhill, but he's fast. He's very fast.
Well, at his age, it's the eyes is the problem. I can't see where it's going.
I think it's the momentum
Yeah.
is the way possible. But no, a lot of fun and a complete contrast to the cleanliness, this sterile sort of environment. The second day recently was just damn cold. It was bitter, wet, cold and windy, and it just wasn't we had uplift, so we get the bike in the back of the trailer, minibus to the top, and you pedal.
Oh, so you don't even cycle up the hills? It's the hard bit?
No, and you pay good money to get taken to the top to ride down. That's the fun bit.
God.
The first time we had to pedal to the top, hence me buying a new bike because it was boring.
Yeah.
And an electric bike, which that's a new conversation in itself.
So you go out mountain biking with Kelly, and it's all good fun, and it's good sort of bonding as well outside of this
It
environment.
was, yeah, before this happens.
Yeah. And then that led to you've been here for most of the week by the sounds of things already.
Well, we arrived yesterday, done a few bits on camera for my channel. There's going to be 2 episodes going live for, I believe, White Details, if not for Lake Country. But I'd been doing a few sort of visits to other detailers around the country, where I'm not there to say sort of how good they are or pick up faults. It's just to sort of shadow them and help them and to sort of be with them and assist them.
Yeah, kind of immerse
and be
yourself
their
in it.
assistant, basically. But to help them with the exposure through the White Details Network and the channels and the socials. And if I can, to sort of pass on some pointers that I know where I think maybe you could try doing it this way as an alternative to what I've just seen you do. Because, yeah, there's so many different methods and ways around.
How do you find doing that? Because detailers, and I think you probably categorize yourself in this too, are quite, you're very much, you operate on your own. There's an element of introspection. You were saying how when you're doing the cameras, it's almost like you're acting to your own camera because it's just you and the camera. I'm surprised you haven't drawn some little squiggly eyes from your camera.
You've not seen the camera.
No, that's true. What's she called?
Yeah, no, Lumix.
Lumix. That's creative.
Well, normally it's an expletive, but I can't repeat that.
No, well, fair enough. So when you're going, you're not so much putting yourself out there, but you're going out there, you're adventuring out, and you come all the way down here.
Yeah.
It's quite an experience being here. Kelly's kind of honed and evolved this place over many years.
Of all the people to do something like this to the scale with, then certainly Kelly is the man to sort of. I'm now positioning myself as his assistant. He's very much the lead, and I'm learning from him very much so. But yeah, the Me to Use is out my comfort zone. At the same time, it's a nice breath of fresh air to be on the road because 4 white walls and a Aston Martin or whatever you might be working on. And it is nice to actually mingle and to get involved and to try and help. And some of the feedback has been great.
Well, speaking of which, of helping, you two are tag teaming on this Mercedes.
Mercedes. Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah. See, car joke. And you and Kelly are going to be touching this to a point of perfection.
I believe so. I think it's been touched somewhat already, so there's no wash or decon to be done in terms of for my footage on my channel. That's already been done, but it's leaving here eventually with PPF coverage. But typically, I think it's Onyx Black Aston Martin from factory, we've seen already there's a ton of standard marks that need pulling out and correcting.
We've got to be careful what we say from Aston Martin factory, isn't it? Was it Aston Martin, or was there somebody else got
For
very
me,
stroppy?
yeah, it was me. Yeah. But at the same time, there's 12 other Aston Martins on the channel, which it's the same problem in different places. But yeah, there's plenty of work to be done on that, and it'll be interesting to see someone like Kelly, his processes, because I'm just so used to my own with my headphones on, listening to your podcast. There we go.
Listening to my podcast. Yeah. Oh crap! And so you've got that, and then you mentioned tomorrow we've got a PVD training day. So it's a Pro Plus, so it's like the Advanced Plus, if you like, course. And you were saying how you're going to be student number 12 or 13, depending on how many turn up.
Yep.
And that'd be interesting because again, there's a lot of detailers there, but they're all under instruction from Kelly. And I've been to the previous day that we held for the association, and that was very much. Here is a panel all prepared. Here is a laser pen with a paint depth meter, and we want you to use this system and see what you achieve in terms of clear coat removal and stuff like that. So it's a very formulaic, but it's done in little patches. So it's about 10 minutes of talk, 10 minutes of work, 10 minutes of talk, 10 minutes of work, and it's a really interesting cycle, and people get engaged. So it'd be interesting from your point of view to see how people respond to that teaching technique, because he's got a very specific training technique, I think.
He's good. He's bubbly. He's likable. He's what's the word? Infectious, I would say.
Yeah.
Which to be in that role, in that position, you have to be fun to capture the pupils' imagination and attention.
Yeah.
For them to want to be there and to come back the next day, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah. Quite indeed. And so, in terms of white details and the future, you are very close to the big 100,000.
Yes.
And
for YouTube.
For YouTube.
Yeah.
You're going to get yourself a nice metal thing that they send you.
I don't know how that works. Will it be in advance or shortly after, or I don't know.
I don't know. I'll talk to John about that because he'll know.
Forensic.
Yeah. He'll know how it goes down.
That'll be a nice moment.
But you're very generously doing a hell of a prize for one of your lucky watchers.
How it all works, I don't know. But at 100,000, I've said before that there will be a free detail competition somehow, giveaway. So we'll get a car in. We might get some helpers in to sort of make the episode a bit more lively, but there will be a free detail at 100,000, and it will be 4 or 5 days of the normal process that the normal white details followers are used to.
So I am sure that you will release details about how to do that in the future, and I'm not going to put you on the spot now and tell you how.
I have no idea. No idea. Yeah. I need to be careful. Yeah, I need to check that.
But the way to get involved with that is just keep watching Jim's videos and do that.
Instagram or YouTube.
Instagram or YouTube. And for a small fee, I can give you his personal email address and you can access him that way. I can't. He wouldn't give it to me. So I think that is that. I'm really looking forward to seeing how tomorrow goes. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys working this. What day are you doing this car on?
I believe, when are you here till? Thursday, Friday?
Thursday, Friday. Okay, well, you're going to have to send it to me in WhatsApp messages.
Okay.
Because I've got a magazine to write by Saturday.
Okay, obviously, yes.
So we'll get there.
No, it shouldn't be too much trouble.
It should be right. Just don't polish the roof on that. That would go wrong.
Oh, yes, Valente.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, Jim, for giving up your time.
Thank you. Welcome.
To coming on the video. Thank you very much.
Bye.